girl, hon? Feel good? Good, baby? Huh? Hey, Pam, how you doing? How's it going? You getting this rain up there? Cold, rainy day? Hey, Garetha. Yeah, getting pretty good rain here. Hey, Teresa. Hey, CFU. Hey, Weebies, how you doing? You getting the rain down there? Hey, Sarah. Yeah, definitely a dry summer. I hardly saw any rain out west. Hey, Jane. I still have a bunch of photos and video to upload. Yeah, gloomy, cold, damp, dreary. You know, I tell you though, I'd rather have a day like this than that 90-degree stuff we had. Hey, Nikisha. Hey, Blue Malibu. I put my van in the garage yesterday. Yeah, that's right, Nikki. That's one state I probably traveled the least, New Mexico. Ring on fall is right, Trina. Oh, are you, Sarah? You're going the right way. Get out of that state. Hey, hi, Trina. Hi, Patricia. Albuquerque, yeah. Balloon Festival. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Monica. It's no problem. Thank you for thinking of them. Hey, George, how you doing? Hey, Amina, how are you? Oakland, huh? Oakland, California? Is that where you're at, Amina? Hey, Chris. So I'm gonna finish uploading my videos today. I got like a million things to do. Oh, thanks, Mark. It's funny. You appreciate the comments, but you get out there and you're doing that, and I do like driving. And then when I look at that video sometimes before I upload it, I thought, man, I wonder if this is worth the shit or not. You know. So I'm glad you like it. Hey, Rainy Days, boy, good name for you today. You know how it is. It's like you think of things, and when you experience them, a lot of times they're different. A perfect example is marriage. But in this case, I'm thinking about out west. I love that look of Harbor, Montana, up in northern Montana. Just like a cool town and those trains running around those open fields. Honestly, I'd rather have that than a nice beach anywhere. Just to sit there and watch a whole train from the beginning to end. Get something good to eat. Just hang out in big sky country. That's the truth. Hey, Penis. To tell you the truth, I didn't watch it. I am getting so far removed from everyday life compared to most people. I wouldn't believe it. I didn't even know it was on, to tell you the truth. I haven't watched a news broadcast in a couple years. I used to read all three newspapers. With Detroit News, Detroit Free Press, and the Bay City Times. I'm not even doing that anymore. Yeah, trains are cool, especially out there. I mean, what's so cool? Where can you go and see the whole train going down the track from beginning to end? Big sky country. It's everywhere, too. It looks like a giant model train set. Hey, Melodic, how you doing? I did watch that Wee Beast. I did watch. I did watch about a half hour of that. Isn't that Mahomes unbelievable? What always surprises me about those guys, he must have been in college thinking these receivers are so slow. He finally got up to where the talent matched his ability. I think that's what happens in some sports. All of a sudden, everybody's faster and, just a better athlete. Shit, man, that guy is unbelievable. If he keeps going, he's going to be the best quarterback ever. I love Russell Wilson, too. Yeah, I don't blame you, Steven. Yeah. Yeah, Lamar is man. Every time I see him, he's a cool guy. I think he's cool. Lamar is the kind of guy, you know how many white guys' dreams he's been crushing since he was a kid? He's just one of these guys. I've come up across guys like that in sports before, boxing, kickboxing, basketball, whatever. You see him and he just looks like you hear about him, you hear he's like a stud. And then you run into him and he's like a decent sized guy, but he's not like huge. And then you see him on the court. You remember Anthony Carter, who played for the Vikings and he played for the Detroit Lions? He was a star receiver at Michigan, about 5'10". He was from Florida. I played against him in some summer leagues before, and he reminds me of him. These guys, when you get on a playing field with them or whatever, a boxing ring, whatever, they just are so much bigger than their stature and performance. Anthony Carter was tip dunking, left-handed dunks, reverse dunks. He was an All-American basketball player as well, and that's kind of how Lamar Jackson strikes me as just a stud and a half, man. He'd probably average a 600 series in bowling right out of the chute. Yeah, I'll get one of those later. Oh, Cindy, did you know Bill French that owned Aubrey's? Did you know him? Oh, yeah, he's a beast, man. Good at everything. His passing is fantastic, too. I hope he doesn't get hurt running. I couldn't help but think as that game was going on that he had to have been thinking to himself, man, I'm getting my ass handed to me. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, Mahomes, he's such a nice kid, too, man. He's such a good kid. His dad's a lunatic. You know who his dad is, right? And the mom seems like she's not all there, but he seems like a really good kid. You know who's been a big disappointment to me? Baker Mayfield. Man, he's turning out to be pure bullshit. Yeah, once in a while I'll go. I went to Eastern, and I lived in Ypsilanti and Ann Arbor for quite a while. I kept an airplane out in Ann Arbor forever. But, yeah, I can remember when they first started that. Yeah. I don't know her, but I knew him, and I know he died here a few years ago. He's a really cool guy. But it's nice to see she's making that whole thing fly. I've been going in that area since the 60s. My sister went to Eastern Michigan, then I went there later myself. And, Ypsilanti was always going to be just like Ann Arbor, and it just never happened. Hey, Pam. No, man, I hope Detroit cans that Patricia. I don't know whether he just can't connect with the players or it's the general manager overriding him or what. But it's just, my whole life the Lions have been like that. One thing I do know is that the Lions run that as a big prize, unrelated to winning or losing. Now, you've got to bullshit the fans that, we're here for you, we appreciate you. That's an absolute nonsense. They did a study about 20 years ago on the profitability of NFL franchises, and at the time, as far as what the owners were keeping, Detroit was one of the better franchises. And that's because, they didn't have these crazy contracts. They never won. And as long as they were selling plenty of tickets, that's all they cared about. Yeah, I'll be around today. Yep. My back's still sore as hell. It really is. My Daisy girl with me. I'll start the day today. Yeah. It may be. It's getting a little better. Yeah, the merchandise sale is the gravy on the top. That's where, the difference between a 100-foot boat and a 200-foot boat, if you're the owner. Now, there are exceptions. Do you remember, you're probably too young to remember when Jerry Jones sued the NFL? Because at the time, the Cowboys were accounting for like 76% of the memorabilia, the shirts and the helmets and the posters and all that bullshit. He lost. But, it's revenue sharing. It's the same with where the reason these paychecks clear, it's because of TV contracts. I mean, Detroit may be a bunch of bums, but there are people that like to watch their team when they beat their ass. So that's where the big money comes from. And the NBA is expanding. The ticket sales are just gravy, the hot dogs, the concessions, that kind of stuff. No, I didn't. I didn't insure it, and I didn't get a license for it because honestly, I wasn't really prepared for it at the time. I'm not into cars at all. Believe me, I would use a Fred Flintstone car if I could. But it came up. I found out about it. It was an old guy and his wife that owned it since brand new. They maintained it, so I bought it. I don't give a shit about it, to tell you the truth. But I crammed it in my garage. I can't fit my damn garbage thing in my garage now. They're going to have a fit, so I'm going to have to take some more of those things out of there. But I just put it in there, and I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen to that. I've got all these ideas how I'm going to go in there and start it once a month and check the air in the tires. That'll probably never happen. I will put some stable in the gas tank, for the gas, and that thing will probably sit there on flat tires and a dead battery until this Astrovan dies, which isn't happening. I just came up on 387,000 miles and still running strong. This thing will run circles around that Sienna van in bad weather. It's a nice van. It's got too many seats in it, I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm always by myself anyway. I don't need a bunch of seats. Hey, Carrie. Good song there. Good job. Good job. Yeah, I probably should. I'm too lazy. Because it's an older battery anyway. It had to be jump-started when he brought it up here on the trailer. Right on, Nikki. Yeah, hang in there with that, Carrie, because what's going to happen? What'll happen on there is they're going to accuse you of first of all, most of the bullshit you're going to get over that, or all of it I should say, are from people like the lunatic in Flint that her channel's going to go away and die now when she doesn't use my name in it. So people that I know, I'm happy that they can use that and it'll help you, because the whole thing's bullshit to begin with. It's not like the smartest talented people have successful YouTube channels. I mean, for starters, it depends on what you consider successful. Look, I tell you all along, no one is more surprised than me that people watch my channel. Shit luck. I'm as grassroots, bare bones, as unprofessional as it gets. And somehow I ended up with some subscribers. I mean, every channel I look at is better than mine. So, knowing that, I don't mind helping anybody out to get in the same boat, particularly somebody like you that's trying to make an income and promote your singing, and fine with me. If I could give you 50,000 subscribers right now, I'd do it. I'm not into any of that bullshit. I'd hide the views if I could. It doesn't matter to me. When people bring up views, it's because somebody emailed me and, hey, did you see so-and-so's video? You know, for the same reason I'm not charging my battery and airing up my tires in my new van is the same reasons why I don't like care about any of this bullshit. Yeah, 4K makes a big difference. Honestly, I wouldn't have done 4K, but the camera that I replaced my Canon with, I didn't like the 1080p, particularly in the 24p mode. It just didn't look right. So that's why I do. But now, you know, I bit the poison apple, so I'll probably never do anything other than 4K again. The Nikon's a no-brainer. I mean, you know, a monkey, I haven't could take those photos. Every single shot I've done is on automatic mode. I don't even know how to work that camera manually. I used to know a lot about photography when it was film, but it's so brainless now, and good cameras take good pictures. And that Nikon camera I bought, actually, believe it or not, those are actually selling more now than when they were new. That same camera. I got mine last February. And I buy everything used, except my video cameras. And that's because, you know, those things don't go on forever. And a guy like me, you know, that shoots a lot of video, you know, they're made for the birthday party and the yearly vacation, not constant, non-stop video recording like I do. So I'm afraid to buy one of those used. And the truth of the matter is, the used price isn't that much different than the new price. Hey, Bertha. Bertha likes those driving videos. You know, I notice as I've got older that I get cold quicker. When I was young, unless it was some crazy cold winter, I didn't even wear a jacket most of the time. Now, like last night, it got down to about 44. And I notice when I can feel it getting cold like that, when I'm uploading videos, I always turn the heat on for a few seconds just to take that dampness away. Wonder what else is going to happen. Getting old sucks. I like some aspects of it, but some of them I don't like. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. Yeah, I'm serious though, man. I tell you guys how it is. I mean, I do. I shoot myself in the foot all the time. And as far as video and photography, man, believe me when I tell you this, you get what you pay for. That Nikon D850 is the nicest camera I've ever owned. And if I'd have known then what I know now, I mean, I had decent cameras before, like Mary bought my D300, great camera. And the only reason I upgraded with everything is I wanted a full frame, for one, and I wanted to print photographs of Marguerite and Tassie and Becky, and I wanted to, like, sell them for them. And I wanted to have the best quality possible. That's the only reason I changed from what I had. But if you always liked photography and you always like things like I do, go out and buy a good camera. It is so brainless and easy, and it makes such great photos and video without doing jack shit. It's my kind of camera. I am an expert at pushing the on button. And once that baby's recording, it's technology, right? And if you like that, you're never going to go back to the places where you had a shitty camera and get that same shot again. It's finite. It's a limited number. It doesn't last forever. So even if you got to get it on a low interest Visa or credit or something, PayPal, eBay, whatever, get a top-notch quality camera. It will pay for itself. You will love it. It'll be great. And you'll enjoy looking at your own photos because they look so crisp and clear. It's worth it. Hey, Sam. Yeah. Only thing I can't do with my new one is take nude pictures of my girlfriend, because she's 74. For her, I bring out the old camera. Yeah, I'm the same way, Blue Malibu. Any of that stuff. flooding, hurricanes, tornadoes. You better believe it, man. I can't imagine any place being so great that you'd constantly put up with that. Especially fire. You know, I was a little rusty on my knowledge, but as I told you when I was on that Badger, I told a family to get the hell away from that smokestack, man. You and your kids are breathing in soot from burned coal. Doesn't get any worse than that. He came up and thanked me, actually, as we were leaving the ship. He said they just weren't paying attention. But I remember reading quite a few articles on particulates in burning wood, which is very bad. Let me tell you guys, man, these summer campfires where you're drunk and you're sitting around burning marshmallows with your friends and the wind shifts and you get a big dose of that great smelling wood, it is super bad for you. I mean, 15 years later, you weren't a smoker and you're going to try to figure out how you got COPD. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you that when you're around outside burning, I don't care whether it's a fire like where Mark lives or a campfire where you're drunk having a good time with a bunch of Playboy bunnies, stay the hell away from that smoke. I went to an autopsy one time where they cut open the lung and you look at the alveoli in the interior of the lungs. It looks like fine, beautiful crepe paper. You can just only imagine what smoke could do to that living tissue. I mean, everybody says don't smoke cigarettes, but no one ever comes up and says, you know, you got to stay away from these campfires. But you do. It's terrible for your lungs, big time. I'm glad summer's a distant memory. I can't wait till this summer is over now. I'm happy for it. This COVID bullshit. This 90-degree days. I got a buddy of mine, a doctor. I talk about him all the time. He's a good guy. And I went over to his house last night. I got him some fish when I was up there in Sutton's Bay. And I asked him, I said, hey, no bullshit, man. Are you noticing this in your patients? He said, big time, man. Everybody's all anxiety-ridden, depressed, doesn't know when the other shoe's gonna drop. I mean, there's a big factor that people are just, in addition to their medical problems that they're seeing a physician for to begin with, everybody's like nerved up, man. It's like worrisome. You don't know what next month's gonna bring, what's gonna get shut down, if you're self-employed, if you're gonna go broke, if you're lost your job because of this horse shit, if your benefits are gonna run out. I got to go to it. I had a girlfriend that was in an occupational therapy program, and it was part of a viewing add-on to a lab. Yeah, I saw that. Brainy amoeba, yeah. I think that's a lot of media horseshit. I mean, I think it does happen, but, you know, of course, they used every scare tactic in the world. If you guys were on yesterday, I talked about this too. You know, I say this, I mean, there's nothing worse than some guy, like, you know, helping a chicken cross a busy expressway and then you never hear the end of it. Every time you run into him, he's talking about how he saved this chicken. I mean, I'm not that kind of guy. You know, always like doing a good deed. But I do try and promote other channels if I can, because I know I got lucky. So any of you people out there that are starting a channel, trying to get your own deal going, you know, this sucks that you have to do this. You think you could put up a good product and away you go. It doesn't work that way. And when you realize that it's all set up through algorithms and bullshit and controversy and arguing, and you accept that, if you're a smart person, you should think, I'm going to build my channel the best way possible. And whether it's me or somebody else, just use my channel name in your videos and it'll get you more views. And then when you get successful and famous and you're making a ton of money, you can delete it. But to get the ball rolling, I would highly recommend it, me or anybody else's. If you just put Joe Blows, you know, famous weekly videos, you're going nowhere. You gotta like cheat the system, but the system allows for that through its IT people. Hey Laura. Hey Lenocus. Hey Delia. Yeah, but like I said, Suzanne, I mean, it could be me helping, somebody helping me. I mean, it's all like luck. It's not like I've cultivated some great niche for the best videos in the world. Hey, Diane. But I mean, that's what I would do. That's what my Daisy do if she had a computer, huh, hon? Oh, Daisy sweeping. Let's see, what else am I going to tell you about? Yeah, I got some for you. I saved some for you. Yep. The new van I didn't really want. It just came up for sale, and I knew the history behind it, so I bought it. I don't, I may never drive that thing. Depends how long this Astro van runs. I put it in the garage yesterday. Which would barely fit. That's how my dog is too. There's sometimes Daisy will be tired and it'll be late at night. She wants to go to bed. Daisy lives to go to bed at night. I think it's because she doesn't need to do any watchdog services, and she knows up there's never any noise, destructions, nobody knocking on the door, nothing. It's just pure sleep. So she'll drive me nuts to go to bed at night if it gets late. And sometimes what'll happen is I'll leave the computer on and I'll go back down there. I'll think, well, I'll upload one more video or something like that. And she'll come down and get me. She gets pissed off. She sees me sitting down. She'll watch me sometimes. And she doesn't mind if I go to the refrigerator or something like that. But if I sit down, that computer's on, she'll pull my pant legs, bite my shoestring, start making noise. She doesn't want to be sitting there for another 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, I got this Astro van. I got a Toyota Sienna van. I paid $3,500 for that. It's in excellent condition. It's got 189,000 miles on it. I'll get another one too if I find it. If I didn't have a climate-controlled garage, I wouldn't have probably bought it, because stuff goes to shit if you don't use it. And in a climate-controlled garage, it's pretty good. It's not like outside. Yeah, I mean, I try and help them if I can. Hey, by the way, guess who sent me a text today, Bertha? Tracy. Said she thought she saw me driving by. I haven't dropped the bomb on her yet. Yeah, but what I'm saying, Carrie, is they're going to give you a lot of bullshit about doing that kind of stuff. But the people giving it to you, the people whose, channels are going out in the middle of nowhere, and it's pissing them off that you're getting views and subscribers. There's a lot of people out there that love to see people fail. They are happier than a pig in shit when they watch your singing videos and they see you've had 3 views and it's been up a month. They really get off on that kind of shit. They're hoping that you never get popular and that no one ever watches your channel. And then when you start pulling different tricks out of the bag, like last night and yesterday, it pisses them off. They want to be the people that do that. They want to see you fail. So those are the people that are going to be giving you the thumbs down, say that, they'd rather listen to barking dogs rather than you sing, and you suck, and you're stupid, and you ought to find a day job. Those are the people, these kooks that I'm telling you about, like Nutjob and Flint, Psycho, 25 cents an hour, Porn Queen in Las Vegas, and that pig in Prince Edward Island. They'll make up shit, call neighbors, whatever. So hang in there. And it's not good people that are making those nasty comments. It's these shitbags that try and ruin other people's channels. Yeah, it's just the way it is. And you've got people out there too that are going to act like they're helping you, and they're going to be shoving it up your ass the whole time. I mean, human behavior runs the gamut. I'm just telling you, get ready for it. When nobody's watching and you're struggling, you're being nice and you're trying to appease an audience, that's when you really get it broke off in your ass. It's hard to get ahead like that. But now that you know you've figured out these little tricks and you're using one computer program against another, what's wrong with that? If someone goes on tomorrow and starts a new channel and the name of it is Tom Reed is a big asshole, they're not going to have a problem with that. As far as they're concerned, if that gets 100,000 viewers and gets a lot of ad revenue, that's all they care about. So knowing this, take advantage of it in a different kind of way, like you're doing, tagging those songs, because they do the same shit. I mean, there's a theory in YouTube. If you were, and you probably are, you're a singer for a living, why wouldn't you want a lot of subscribers and viewers? That's the name of the game. I mean, No, I'm just drinking a coffee right here. Yeah, there's something wrong with her big time. I mean, she's going nowhere. And the more chosen one tags and video channels that come up, she's just going to drift off into nowhere. Just a rotten, nasty bitch. She's as ugly inside as she is outside. Yeah, that's how it goes, Karen. It's not because it's me. It could be anybody else that, people recognize from YouTube. See, in my case, I mean, I have gotten lucky with subscribers and viewers, but, I don't really care about it. Like I said, I'd give you 50,000 subscribers right now if I could. Subscribers isn't where it's at. There is a relationship between a popular channel and subscribers, but it isn't what you think it would be. You'd be better off having no subscribers and lots of views. And here's my point. Like, I think I've got around 148,000 subscribers or something like that. But I actually have about 4 times that many people that watch my videos that subscribe. And the reason for that is because most people don't like videos of Daisy, trains, birds, what I ate, a picture of an egg, and they bitch about it. I get nasty emails that they don't want to see their wake up in the morning and have 20 videos that are uploaded. It's not as bad as it used to be because, now you can only upload one at a time. But there was a time when like I told you before, video everything and anything. I video what interests me. I mean, you get your feelings hurt if, you're a singer for a living and all of a sudden you've got 400 more views when you were paddling a canoe out in Lake St. Helen than your most popular song you wrote yourself that you were singing at an event. You're thinking, God damn, am I that bad? I mean, or you got a sparrow that's fighting with a squirrel over a piece of birdseed and it's got like 10,000 views and nobody's listening to your singing. Don't let that get to you because it's all bullshit to begin with. YouTube's recreation. People go on there and have fun. They're not, it's different. But if I was a singer and I saw a squirrel fighting with a sparrow, got 10,000 views and I got none, it would fucks with you. But I'm telling you, it's not valid, so let it go in one ear and out the other. YouTube's a weird deal. If you offered me 10 grand, I couldn't tell you what video would be popular and which one wouldn't. I don't know. There's a lot of videos I upload. Sometimes I think of just skipping them. It's like, this looks like bullshit, and ends up outdoing every one that I thought that people would love. There's no way of figuring it out. I mean, if you want a video to really put you on the map, take the guitar, put it in the closet, don't wear any makeup, crawl right out of bed, and start humming while you're banging on a pie tin. That's going to be your hit right there. That's going to be the ones that put you on the map. It's not this well thought out life experience and turning these events into lyrics and looking good. That's all bullshit. I mean, that works for some people. But if you really want to get on the map as a singer, that's my suggestion. Just crawl out of bed, no makeup. Don't brush your hair. And just start banging on a pie tin while you hum. Yeah, well, I haven't been down there. I got to be down there to do the interviews. I've been gone for a while. I will do them. I'm going to be getting down there. I always say that I'm going to go down there next week, but I had a hard time not driving down there yesterday, to tell you the truth. I think I will go down there. Yeah, Lost Soul's cool. Yeah, she's a sweet lady. I mean, she was a heroin addict for years. She's been on methadone for 10 years. Has a husband and kids, doing well, trying to start her own channel, doing the same thing. So I'm all for it. Look, this isn't rocket science. If you guys like these interviews and it interests you and you think that's something you like to do, go out and get a camera. Get a decent microphone. I can tell you how to do the editing. You won't need to read all these big, thick books and understand videography and all this bullshit. I could tell you in a half hour how to do it. It's fun, man. Go out there and figure out what's going on out there. Start your own channel. You'll really enjoy it. Interact with people. I mean, I'd have no life without YouTube. See you, Carrie. Tracy ended up taking a package that didn't belong to her, and she knew it. And it wouldn't have bothered me so much, but she constantly texts me, "Where are you? When you going to be here? How come you haven't shown up?" Blah blah blah. Which I get that they need these things and they want them, but she was given a package that was supposed to go to someone else, and she had a lot of time to let me know that's what happened, and she didn't. So that's the end of me and Tracy. I'll give out what I have for her now, but I don't want any new donations for her. People want to deal with her, they can deal with her themselves. You know, there's a certain point in a relationship, whether you're on the streets or whether you're not, and that's just over the top for me. I'm done with her. Yeah, YouTube Studio, I don't use it too much. I mean, I do to like answer questions and stuff like that, but not as far as like doing video. I've never fooled with their editing part. Yeah, but you know, people come around too. And you know, I mean, I cut them a lot of slack because of their circumstances, but not that one. I think I probably would even let it slide had I not been driven crazy every time I'm down there. But she knew the second she opened that box, it wasn't for her. And what really pissed me off is there were letters and cards that went to me and other people. And she wasn't willing to say anything about that either. So see you later. You too, Diane. Yeah, I'm going to do that in Appalachia. I'm going to go down there right around, I may do it around Thanksgiving, because I don't do anything around the holidays anyway. Or I may do it between Christmas and New Year's and then cut over to either Atlanta or Hilton Head. Spend a week or so. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Rita. Yep, same thing. I mean, believe me, I have my limits on, you know, what I put up with. And when it gets to the point, I do the same thing with people on the chats or people that comment on the channel. If it gets to the point where I'm starting a chat and I see you come on there and I don't want to be on my own chat because you're part of it, I think it's time for me to get rid of them. I mean, the idea of this is to have fun and be a kindred spirits around people that, you know, have the same interest. But if it's getting to the point where you're just rude or ignorant or make disparaging comments to working women, it's time you hit the road. Like I said, I'm lucky to be in a position where I can afford to be honest. I'm not running for office. I don't need a job. And this is fun for me. And when someone in my own chat is pissing me off, it's not fun. Yeah, I do. I mean, I give money, I give stuff out that that you never know about under certain circumstances. You know, I'm not, just because it's, like, I'll give you an example. Somebody got a hold of me the other day and needs a coat and a winter blanket. So I'll just give that to her. You know, I'm not trying to make a video of every damn single thing I do. And I give people stuff, you know, off camera all the time because it would just seem kind of hokey doing an interview. When it's my money going to a person connected with interviews that I'm done, it just seems like it's bullshit that, you know, I'm making a video. The reason for the videos is to account for what people send me. to make sure that the gifts are getting to them. You know how it is in this day and age, especially when you got a lot of enemies like I do. They're always looking for a shot at me keeping money or giving them half or some shit like that. So I want to account for what I hand out, and that's why I do those thank you videos. And they're always separate from an interview. I'm not trying to get a gift and turn it into an interview at the same time. That's why you'll see me in the same place with the same person. I do the thank you video and then I do the interview. And I want to keep it that way. But when I'm giving somebody something myself, I don't think that needs a thank you video, because it's me. Yeah, I mean, I found that I will tell you this, Lost Soul. What I learned accidentally, and that is that, you know, when I take photographs of people, no, put music to it later. These people seem flattered that I want to take their photograph. They're surprised, and it's really fun when I take their photographs, because for that 35 seconds, they really seem to be enjoying themselves. No, she didn't say anything. She's had, you know, over a month to say something. I'm sure, you know, these people that are working the streets, particularly working girls, they are absolutely experts at picking up when something's not right. I'm not shitting you. It's like birds when they decide to head south. You know, no one's tapping a bird on the shoulder and saying, "Hey, dumbass, there's 6 inches of snow on the ground. It's freezing rain later tonight. You should have been gone a week ago." It just kind of happens, you know. The wind comes out of a different direction. You're eating twice as much seed, and that brain says to them, it's time to head south. Street women people are like that. I joke all the time. I think they ought to fire the top 10% of people in Homeland Security and hire girls that have worked the street. You're not bullshitting them about anything. They have the hardest job in the world. They've got about 15 seconds with a new John to decipher whether he's going to chop their head off or he's just a guy looking for some sex. They're experts at reading human behavior. But my point here is the subtleties of their observation skills are just off the charts. So I'd give you 10 to 1 odds right now that Tracy knows that something's not quite right. And she throws something out there and see how I reacted to it. Well, I reacted to it by not responding. So I got an idea. She probably knows something's up. She knows what I know, and that's not good for her. Hey, Rita. Yeah, nobody cares about Deb and Ollie. Two scumbags. No, we were talking about Rita, you know, the black lady that had the crazy son-in-law that called me and texted me all the time. D-Dub, is that true? Are you communicating with them a lot in their chats? Dub, if that's true, you know what this means, don't you? Hey, Billy Bob, send me a screenshot of that. Send me a screenshot of that. Yeah, Melodic, I got up late today, so I'd like to get lunch. Can we get it tomorrow instead? I don't really eat lunch anyway. I don't usually eat anything till about 4 o'clock. Sometimes earlier, but I would have got a coffee with you if I knew you were around. Can we do it tomorrow instead? Not that I know of, Cindy. Not that I know of. She's still down there. You too, Mr. Train. Yep. See, this damn camera's locking up now. It's weird how that happens some days. You guys hear me okay? Yeah, anybody that sees any of these clowns that do this kind of thing, send me a screenshot and they'll be gone. But you got to watch that crazy Laura. You know, she's the one that set up trying to portray herself as Maddie's father. And then she set up another one yesterday trying to portray herself as Maddie. And she did it about 2 weeks ago, trying to act like Jamie McCann and that I was blocking her. I did block her. That's because I knew it wasn't Jamie. She's so stupid, she doesn't know that I communicate with these people. So, you know, I don't want to call her an expert because she's too fucking stupid to be an expert at anything other than the loser she is in life. She will set up fake profiles all the time and try and start trouble. So keep an eye on her. Yeah, she's such a loser. Wait till you see the video that I got on her. I'll give you a copy of it when I see you. On Laura. She's got her share of grossest, rankest, disgusting stuff you've ever seen in your life that this pig is to charge for. Oh, they love drama here. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I got a few emails last week, somebody trying to get about me on Gerald and Maddie's channel. Yeah, Jana is like, I mean, she's a charmer. I mean, some people have this ability to like make you attracted to them, even if it's maybe just a 30-second dialogue. It's a combination of things. You see it in women, you see it in men. It's the way they look, the way they sound, the way they make you feel in comments they made, and she has that. She's got that ability. Yeah, no, they're just you know, they're just stupid, angry, pissed off people. If you lived the life that Laura lived, you'd be mad too. She's had her kids taken away from her. She's a can't find a job. She's tried to start a channel and nobody cares. No, I know, Pam. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't even respond to him. She's just kook that lives in Las Vegas. Oh, yeah, you ought to complain about that, LA. You're trying to get rid of them. Argue it as a health issue, not the smell of it. And then they'll have to quit doing it. Yeah, zero is right. Mm-hmm. Big time. Yeah, she is. Yeah, there's something wrong with her. Even her own family won't have anything to do with her. Elaine was like that too. Thankfully, she finally pled guilty to harassment, and that seemed to shut her up for good. Her family doesn't want to have anything to do with her either. Oh yeah, they'll be on your ass full time, Lost Souls, big time. You got to watch what you put up on your own channel, like if you're with your kids or something, because they'll call social services and stuff and try and get you in trouble with them. Yeah, Elaine Peebles, yeah, nothing but trouble. Well, Jesse trusted her, yeah, so I guess you could say that. No, those kids are gone for good. She's got other kids since then. All right, Rita, have a good day. Hey, Carla, how you doing? I'm glad her kids will live a better life without her. She's not capable of raising a child. Hey, if you live in Michigan, get a Lotto 47 today. $21 million jackpot. Mm. No, she's sleeping right next to me. You know, I haven't heard from her lately, no. But no news is good news. Oh, that's all right, Cindy. That's okay. Looks like it's clearing up to the west. Yeah, I can't get any of these fucking things in the screen to work. God damn it. See you, Diego. I don't report on crime scene, Lou. He's an idiot. Yeah, see you, Diego. Get lost and don't come back. I got a couple out here I'm going to get rid of too as soon as they pop up again. Yeah, yes, Diego, we're sorry. Please try later. There's my Daisy sleeping. Mark, how you been feeling? No, I didn't watch it. No. Hey, Jamie. Oh, good for you. Yeah, I owned 3,000 pairs of parrots at one time. You believe that? Hey, Jelly. Good. Oh, yeah, they will. Yep. Hey, Patricia. How's this singing going? Hey, Julie. How's it going? I'm in front of this little coffee place where I live. Good. Oh, did you? Good, Patricia. That's good. It's not Tiffany, dumbass. I don't have any problem with Tiffany. I'm sorry for any technical difficulties. Tiffany can come on here whenever she wants. She's a moderator. Look at your channel if you want to see a ruined channel. Oh, thank you, Jamie. The guy drove it up in a trailer from Georgia. Yeah, I got tons of boxes. I haven't even opened one box. My whole living room's full. Yeah, they're weird. Something wrong with them. Hey Marley, how you doing? Yeah, it looks like it's clearing up a little bit. This camera got stuck. About 6 months. It's like you just look at it, like even check is a pain in the ass. Oh, Marguerite's cool. Hey Laura, how you doing? That's not what happened. Sorry for any technical difficulties. Sorry for any difficulties you can. Go and make up another fake ID and see if you can maybe muster up one friendship within the next year. Oh, you'll get a lot of that, Patricia. Just let it go in one ear and out the other. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I do know that. Yep. Yeah, no, you can sure tell, can't you, by looking at it? I love that movie. Yeah. Ollie, Laura, you guys can just watch a chat that you can't belong to. Stupid losers. Yeah, big time. All you guys can do is sit there and watch a chat and not say a damn word. Because if you do, you're going to get smoked. It's either you can make fake profiles and you can come on here, but just keep your mouth shut. Because if you make a comment, I'm going to force you into coming up with another fake ID. Your dumbass isn't wanted here. Oh, they are nasty, big time. Yep. Vito, Tiffany, see you, loser. Tiffany is a great person. I hope to marry her someday. Yeah, they can't do shit. All they can do is give me a thumbs down on my video. Still counts, by the way, as a rating. Or make up fake IDs and get blocked for opening their big mouth. There's nothing they can do. Yeah, can't do shit. They're gonna have to clear their cache and make another fake ID. All the bad people have technical difficulties. You got that right. I'm sorry for any inconvenience it's caused. Please try again tomorrow, even though that's not going to help. Oh, big time. Yeah. Yeah, LA, you know about that too. You know, they'll be calling. If they find out where you live, they'll be calling up saying you're beating your kids and shit. So be careful. Hey, John, how you doing? I'm half Scottish, you know that. You know, I bought that bottle of scotch when I was out in Billings, and the cork didn't fit right, and it leaked. And the second one wasn't that great either. So I sent him an email and said, hey, first of all, I tell him right out of the chute, I don't want anything free. But, you got a cork problem with this good scotch that you make. And actually, the lady emailed me back yesterday, and she wanted me to get another, like, engraved number off the bottom of the bottle, which I just happened to find. This shows you how shit works out. It's chaos when I'm helping out this guy move all this stuff out of my basement. So she says, I sent her like a number that was on the bottle, but it wasn't the one that she emailed me back about later. It was a different number, but I didn't see it. It's really hard to see unless she tells you where it's at. Anyway, I can't find this bottle. And I knew I threw it out after I wrote her the email. So I go out to my trash bin and I'm searching through this looking for this bottle to find this number. And I see all my dog clipping equipment. All the clippers, all the oil, all the extra blades. It's in the trash. It all would have got thrown out. I don't know how it got in there. I don't know whether somebody saw that sitting on the dog table and thought it was trash. But anyway, I need to tell them they've got a defective product. If it wouldn't have been for her emailing for another number, I would have never been in that trash. So actually, I found about $350 worth of dog grooming things that otherwise would have been gone this morning at about 9:45 in the morning. Punished if it's not true. I let them know they had a defective product, and because she emailed me back, it caused me to search in the garbage and not lose all my dog grooming equipment. That's a good example. Oh, cool, Prudently. One victim. Goodbye, Laura. Laura, get out of here and quit shitting on plates while you're on meth, will you? How disgusting. You're gonna end up losing the kids that you have now. Beat it, loser. And shave that hair on your upper lip. You're disgusting. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, that was going to the Sun Road I was on. It's the only road going through there. Yep, I was on it. Yep. I went to all the way to the end and turned around and came back the other way. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've been out there quite a few times. I think I'm done with national parks, so I hadn't been to a national park in 20. They've totally, in my opinion, which of course doesn't mean shit, Deadwood has been ruined. It's all like Disney now. Glacier National Park sucks. Yellowstone looks like a junkyard that's been unmaintained. I'm done with national parks. I'd rather, my next trip, I don't know, you get brainwashed into this shit. I think I ended up going because, I think that you got to go to a national park because you're in the area. I'm not thinking that way anymore. My trips from now on are going to be through Appalachia. I'm going to go to New York City. I'm going to go to LA. None of this touristy bullshit. It is so commercialized. It's ridiculous. Oh, shut up, Gerald. This isn't the real Gerald Owens anyway. Monica wasn't shot, you stupid ass. That's how I know you're not Gerald. Can't even start trouble the right way. Get a job. Yeah, I want to go to Manhattan. I don't know. It was on my dad's side. Cheap son of a bitch. The old joke about people from Scotland are, you can always tell they're there for sure, is if they urinate in the sink and dry their hands with the curtains. Have you ever heard that before? No, I'm going to New York. Hey, Karen. Tried to act like Gerald. He was friends with Monica, and she wasn't shot, you dumbass. You know, now I don't live a Christian lifestyle, but sometimes that I think that I should do nicer things, like love your enemy. I have such a hard time doing that. My first reaction is just to beat their ass. And then sometimes I think, well, that's going to be that you're going to be just like them. So I try to come up with an alternative plan to like not be like them. You know, like an ounce of honey and a little bit of sugar and all that kind of bullshit you hear about when you're getting fucked with by your enemies. So Catherine 313, I've thought of something. I've thought about this for quite a while. Catherine 313, Laura, Las Vegas, Ollie in Prince Edward Island, Elaine in Pennsylvania. I'm going to let you guys hold my balls in your hand for your Christmas present. Yeah, nobody watches their channels. I mean, you can only use somebody else's name so many times. You know, you can't keep going back to the well. Oh, I'm going to go out there. Laura, are you still crapping on plates while you're on meth, or have you switched up your act on that? Are you still crapping on plates while you're on meth, or have you changed your act? And please shave that upper lip, will you? Sorry for any technical difficulties, Laura. I'm sorry for any technical difficulties. I wish you luck in not getting these kids taken away. You ever consider having your boyfriends wear a rubber? It'd save you a lot of legal problems. Right on, Pam. Hey, Air Cold. Laura, you said you were going to ruin my channel, that you were half my age and you were motivated. Looks like you've ruined yours. Somebody sent me a link to your cleaning video. Wow, you've got some talent. The way you move that dust rag around that countertop. Wow. No wonder you're selling your ass for $1/4 an hour. Yeah, I'm going to visit Barbarice. Yeah, sure am. She's been having a tough time lately. Oh, that a good Prudently. That's good. Well, that's the thing, you know. Oh, that cleaning video. Wow. That was so, just the way she holds the rag and she takes the dusting spray and sprays it on there, and the way she wipes that rag to get that dust on the edges. Wow, Laura. Congratulations. Oh, really, Susan? Yeah, she's doing good, Jax. Yep. Yeah. But with regard to the hair on lips when you're heading into menopause, that's no shit. You know, women want to hang on to their femininity as long as they can. And when estrogen heads south and that testosterone takes over, that's why when you're 30 and you're an attractive woman and you're in the checkout line at the grocery store, the bag boy's flirting with you. And when you're 55, he's not. And a lot of that has to do with stuff that you can't control, and that's hormones. It's that soft skin that's created through the estrogen. And when you get that hormonal changes, I mean, they're telling you on TV that all you need to worry about is your bones breaking. Not really. You need to worry about getting laid. Because if you lose your femininity and, you know, that soft skin and those beautiful feminine features, you got a bigger job ahead of you. Yeah. Yeah, hormones. It's hormones. It's just like women, you know, male pattern baldness. Of course, no one knows that better than I do. My dad said when I was a senior in high school that someday I'd be combing my hair with a washcloth. Thanks, Dad. That was one more reason I didn't go to that fucker's funeral. Yeah, no, you're right, Laura. Yeah, not this man though. Not this old stud muffin here. But it's a full-time job past menopause, keeping up the femininity appearance compared to when you were younger. You're right, men do have problems, that's right. You can't fake a hard-on. Yeah, Davey, I just got I heard from her this morning. She texted me the other day or made a comment. She's coming back to YouTube. She's been trying some other social media platforms. Yeah. I mean, I don't really find her attractive, but if you look at like Donald Trump's wife, God knows the amount of things they must have to do to her to keep her looking. I mean, I think she looks kind of harsh, like hard features. To me, she looks like she had a dick lopped off, to be honest with you. I think she, like a Brooke Shields look-alike. I mean, you're wondering if it's going to be one night in Bangkok, reach down there and find some 9-inch cock, like you would with May. Not totally feminine, but my point here is, for an older lady, I mean, she's attractive. And just like Sarah Palin when she was in her heyday, that cost some big bucks to keep looking like that, past menopause. Lots of people. Hey, Dennis. Donald Trump's wife. I don't think she's attractive. Yeah, some do. Some people get better looking as they get older. Not many, but some do. Yeah, it's true. Yep. Some women do. There are attractive older women. You see some. I like the old school look. I don't like these Botox and plastic surgery and fake tits and hair plugs and no thanks. No, I don't find her attractive at all. I never found Brooke Shields attractive either, or Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife. Something's a little off there. Little too much testosterone for me. Kind of a chiseled square jaw like a damn fighter pilot. No thanks. Call me old-fashioned. I like feminine women. No, they didn't get him yet. I haven't been down there. I got a whole house full. Well, take it, having kids, that's a thing too. There are some, it's genetics, right? Some people can lose weight and look good. Some people can lose weight and they need to get the skin taken off. And it's the same thing with bearing children. I've seen some women that it was hard to tell, and other women that you've had children. It's just, all bets are off. You never know. I was just talking to a buddy of mine about that yesterday. And that is, as you age, when you're young, I mean, everybody's attractive. If you're young and you're in decent shape, and that's how this whole thing works, whether it's in nature, whether it's with human beings. It's you're drawn by a physical attraction, and then you check out the personality and all that kind of horseshit. That's how it works. That's why when you get older like I am now, and that is missing, you kind of fuck around like I do. You'd rather go out and videotape and watch birds than pursue women. It's because the hormones left. It's not the same. My brain's not giving my pecker the same signals that it was 40 years ago. It's canceling it out. Now I'm looking for reasons out of meeting women my age than getting together with them like I did 40 years ago. This is how life works. I'm not complaining, but it's very apparent. Yeah, I mean, I've said this a million times. I mean, even like we're coming into rut season now, where the deer are breeding. And I started talking like Catherine 3 second. I said where the deers are breeding. If you look out in nature, whether it's the elk out in Yellowstone Park or the bison or whatever, do you think the doe that's in heat spends her days running around looking for the old buck that's about ready to die with an antler broken off and his balls dragging the ground? Fuck no. looking for that buck that just banged off about 10 pieces of ass earlier that day with a big rack that's kicking everybody's ass, fighting, running through the middle of town, busting out windows. She wants that wild guy, one that's going to produce good offspring. Same thing. See you, John. Dennis, well, a lot of it's genetics. It's different for different people. Good for you. Congratulations. Yeah, during the same conversation, I know that at least in theory that if you're in love with someone or you accidentally got them pregnant from drinking too much one night after a party, and you try and go with the relationship, it's like, hey, Sally, we weren't planning on getting pregnant. As a matter of fact, we're not even married, but let's go with this. Rather than you get an abortion and us go our separate ways, let's just try and make it work. And to shut your big mouth mother up, I'll even marry you. And we're going to really try and make this work. You try and hang in there and do the right thing. I'm not sure that's it, but it shows you're a decent person and you're trying to take the high road. You're responsible for your 2 hours of banging under the auspices of Dragon's Milk. Yeah. But I mean, you should be able, these guys that go and they hold their wife's hand while this 18-pound baby's coming out and crying and hugging their wife. Man, I think that would wreck my sex life. That's how deranged I am. And I was talking openly to a guy about this, and he agreed. He did it and he wished that he hadn't. I'm not saying that you got to put your partner on a pedestal, but I guess that's a part of my brain that just doesn't look at things right. I wouldn't want to see that. Matter of fact, if I had my druthers, I wish the kid would just kind of pop out of a closed door like when they used to have The Price is Right. Or that thing Bob Barker did when you'd look and see what was behind a closed door and just come out at about 18 on his way to Harvard. Skip all the in-between. Yeah, but that's how they sell it to you, that it bonds you with your wife. I mean, I wouldn't want to see my wife get an open heart surgery either. You with me on this, Tim? Well, it's turned out to be a nice day. Well, Daisy's sleeping next to me. She's a good girl sleeping. The sun hitting her head. The sun hitting your head, hon? Tired, huh, baby? You slept this morning, hon? Oh, really, Laura? Yeah. That's why when you go to a topless bar, they're not simulating having babies on the center stage. They want people to have a good time and stay. That's kind of how I always thought marriage would be. It could kind of somehow kind of be like that way, only at home without a bunch of other guys there. Didn't happen. Yeah, it's getting nice here. It was that way a little half hour ago. Hey, babies, you sleeping, honey? You sleeping, girl? Good girl, hon. That's a good girl, hon. Yeah, no, but a lot of people do. Yeah, it's Daisy snoring, yeah. You can see the white of her eyes. She's a good girl, honey. Snoring babies. Huh? Daisy likes sleeping in. See, I think at that age, now I could be wrong, but I think a lot of people get lonely. That's one thing I don't ever get is lonely. And that would make sense. But to me, it just doesn't seem like a normal context of getting married. When you're young, it's a no-brainer. It's easy to want to get married because you don't know shit. You're young, hormones are high. You're attracted to this person. You want to lock it up. You don't want to lose them. But when you're 60, it's like I just can't hang my hat on anything other than loneliness. I mean, how you gonna consummate the marriage? The blindfold? Shotgun to the temple? Yeah, she's sleeping and snoring. Yeah, I tried that. No, that's how I am, Brenda. Yeah, I'm the same way. I think that could get you into all sorts of shit if you got lonely. You agree with that, baby love? Yeah, I like my dog too, but it's not like having a person around, which is why I like my dog. Yeah, well, it isn't always like a panacea either, but I had to go right across the street to that hospital and get a vasectomy today. Why am my camera locked up? Yeah, Ted, yep. Ted Nugent. You know, I used to have a cabin up near him in Irons, Michigan. Oh, no kidding. Huh? Oh. Oh, do you, Jamie? All right. No, I've been to Texas a long time. I think that's what Tiffany has, a Pomeranian. Yeah, probably not, Patricia. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, yep. I'm not sure on that yet because I'm not that familiar with it. You know, what I'd like to do is like get off the plane, take a Uber down to like where there'd be, you know, the kind of people I interview, spend a day, take a Uber back, get on the plane, take off. Oh, good for you, Susan. That's cool. No, I can't stand Ted Nugent. Oh, Niagara Falls, you lucky dog. I'd be out there photographing that all the time. Looked a lot better though before they diverted the water for the power plant. Support person? Yeah, what would that entail? Oh, really, Jamie? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool, LA. Oh, yeah, forget that. I don't want a Pomeranian then. Yeah, actually, I know a guy that lives there. He saw the whole thing go down. Yeah, the guy ended up shooting himself. Yeah. No, me either. I'm glad summer's over this year. Melota, can we do that tomorrow? You can come over today, though, and get your gummies if you want. Yeah, I'm sick of it. This summer was not good. No, I got a buddy of mine over there, though, but he watched the whole thing go down. Yeah, it was right down the street. I got that medical marijuana card, and they got cheaper. You can get them like $20 for a pack. See you, Laura. Yeah, you can come on over and get these gummies if you want. You can come on over right now if you want. The guy probably had a moment of clarity. Yeah, I'm from not far from around there, and I've been around Detroit for a long time, and I like Brightmoor, so it just happens by being down there and them communicating you through YouTube and that kind of thing. You would too if you were out doing videos all the time. Yeah, come on over now. I'll go over there right now. I'll give you some Magnum rubbers too if you can use them. Oh, Grand Rapids, cool. That's the old Bible Belt of Michigan. Grand Rapids. Take your Bible if you go. It's not synthetic. It's real. THC. Okay. No, it's a different guy. I do know Jonathan, though. I was on his radio station about 5 years ago. He had a radio station. He's a good guy. I like his wife, too. I got a pit bull or two. I like Jonathan. I don't know where I'm going there yet, because I don't really know it that much. Is that where you live? In New York City? Come over there and party all night with you. I love over there this fall. I really would. I want to visit Barber-East. I'm going to visit May. Hey, Mari, how you doing? I'm going to visit May. We're going to party. I'm going to sing one night in Bangkok. I barely fit my car in my garage, and now I can't fit my damn garbage receptacle in the garage. So it's a big no-no here at these condos. Yeah, Barber-East cool. Well, I think I'm going to sign off, you guys. You guys have a day today and upload some more videos. I haven't talked to May lately. Yeah, May's a sweetheart. She's got a big old 9-inch cock for you too, D-Dub. You interested? Alright, you have a good day, Mary. You party on. Get some smoked fish. Alright, Karen. Alright, we'll go out and party all night. Sound good? Hey, Bertha, you have a good day today. Yeah, my traveling's over. I just pulled into my driveway. See you, Cable. See you, Indy. Alright, Penny. Yeah, the problem with the Spot is his cell phone signal is so shitty. Alright, Dennis, take care. Congratulations on your wife keeping a good body after those kids. All right, Mark. Yep, glad you're feeling better. See you, Air Cold.